Alright, here we go. We perform a neck pain physiotherapy procedure. Here we show some handles and probes used. We can choose the negative plate. One is a viscous negative electrode and a metal plate negative electrode. We can use both of these. It depends on the customer's operation to choose. If he is sitting, we'll choose the stickier one. If lying down, we operate more with metal plate negative electrodes. Also, for some operation scenarios, just change the style of the negative electrode. This connection is very simple. We'll get back to that. And in this case, we're going to manipulate the neck electrode and the card. And here are the CET and RET handles. There is also a lattice RF handle. These two are fixture knives. There are two kinds of cables. Like this one is plugged in and unplugged. Just use this cable. Then thread it like this. The probe is equipped with this. With this stud, just match this line. There are two kinds of fixture knife. On the customer's side, according to the situation of the fixture knife, this kind of hollow thread. Just select the corresponding connecting cable. These two probes is curved CET and RET probes. When we operate the neck, replace these two heads to operate. Will be tighter. Replace these two heads, or just use this flat operating head. It is also possible. We can use flat ones first. Then you can operate the arc. And finally, our bracelet. We'll wear double bracelets then. Clinical treatment of the neck. Okay, we're going to plug it in. Let's start with the ray header. We connect the red interface. Then connect to the negative electrode. Plug it into the yellow part. Then the CET handle. Plug it into the blue interface. When we operate the head, you can choose this 40 probe. Metal red head. Or this ceramic CET head. Or another curved one. It's a little bit more snug. Okay, we're now replacing it with this curved probe. Don't tighten it too tightly. Probably this one of it is a horizontal angle. We are in the back position. Just stick a sticky negative electrode. If the customer is on his stomach, we can have him use a metal plate negative electrode to press. If you are sitting, we stick this sticky negative electrode. Then plug in the connection here. Connect it with the snap of the negative electrode wire. Good operation on the interface. We want all three functions to be activated at the same time. Then go to alternate work. Then we have to choose CET+RET. High tense these three functions. Then set its energy. Then the energy intensity of the high tense. Dynamic frequencies can be used in the mode. Then RET can choose deep treatment. Then CET selects shallow muscle therapy. Both use persistent mode. Because if all three functions are alternated, if interval mode is used, it feels very slight. So our energy is as high as possible. Then we use continuous mode. The alternation time of each function is about 10 seconds. Energy is about 55% and 45%. If the customer feels slightly, if it's just a warm feeling, we can also increment these two energies. Let him be in the clinical process. Can feel the heat. This is the best energy value. Then select the handle here. To select the red icon of red handle. Then set the clinical time. Then start the operation here. On the operating site, apply this RF soothing cream evenly. If it is a neck operation, where we operate from here side to back, and this position up to the shoulders, it is necessary to apply the radio frequency cream evenly, lest it get too dry, and that leads to clinical discomfort. We are now using RET and CET. With a viscous negative electrode operation, on double handle operation, it's a three-way street. On the red handle, it works alternately with red and high tens. And then here's the work of CET. It is close when we operate. Then cooperate with the slow-moving technique to treat. In the process, ask the customer how they feel. If the customer feels uncomfortable with the roll of high tens, we can turn it off. When RET and CET are in effect, the hitting speed of RET will be relatively slow, and CET heats up faster. CET is working on tissues that have a lot of water. RET is deep heating. It heats up relatively slowly. It's heating up from the inside out. So when we operate, the handle operation speed of CET can be relatively fast. RET can operate slowly. Of course, continue to operate on the same part is not allowed. So when we operate, it is necessary to cooperate with the technique to carry out the neck part. Do it like this. Can stay on one part for a long time. After we do this, switch the two handles again. And that's using RET on the left, CET action right. Use the two handles alternately on the right part. If the customer is using the process, he finds it difficult to use force with double handles, then we will use a single function RET to operate. Then just open the RET function on the single function RET operation interface. No need to turn on the CET function. Like this, you can apply more force to the neck. When operating, put a little force on it. This will relax our muscles. This effect. If the customer is only using RET, that's what we just showed. If RET operates alone, CET does not need to be turned on. After we turn off CET here, just choose RET or high tens, because the RET probe can be operated in combination with high tens. We will use these two functions for clinical practice. If customers find high tense more exciting, uncomfortable, we can also turn it off. Treatment of the neck using only the red function. Okay, when we use the red function alone, this continuous output of energy, just lower it. Because when using single function, it's continuous heating. The mode can be operated at intervals. Because the part is small. When using interval mode, the energy can also be appropriately increased a little bit. Okay, let's move on to the dot array head. Dot head, we are also connected in red. Then cooperate with a negative electrode operation. Apply this soothing cream evenly over the area. The icon of the dot matrix header needs to be selected. Set clinical time. Then set the operation. The bitmap head and red are the same. We can use red in combination with high tense. Output on the lattice head. Also, if you want the role of high tense, it also has an energy output. It's these three functions. You can choose three to work alternately at the same time, or to a single function. Okay, we have two functions of red and high tense here. Click here to select, then set the energy dynamic frequency. It can be used continuously when dual function. We're targeting muscular rehabilitation. Just choose 500K. The energy can be appropriately increased a little bit. Okay, we cooperate with the negative plate operation. The negative plate is also attached to the back. Then when operating the dot matrix head, we try to have as much radio frequency paste as possible. Close part. Then cooperate with the slow method to operate. Move slowly. And fixed point operations. For example, this part of the customer, its pain points are here. Then we will treat this part of him. Focus on treatment. For example, we want to focus on this part of the operation. You can stay on this part for a short time. If the customer feels a little hot on the side, we move. What about energy? Go up to about 30 or 40% appropriately. Mainly based on customer experience, adjusted. Or up to 45% is possible. We take these ones to treat clients. If you move too fast, may cause heat to this handle. Can't reach deeper. So, the operation method is also more critical. Move relatively slowly.